teacher who was brilliant, sharp as a dagger and twice as cunning. He didn't just teach, he inspired. His class was like a buffet for the brain, a little bit of everything and always delicious. You never left hungry. With him, we didn't just learn about science, we learned about the world, about life. And one day, he taught us a lesson I will never forget. That was for our final test. So we sat there in that classroom, pencils ready, minds alert, our hearts pounding like boom, boom, boom. We felt pretty confident until we saw that question shimmering on the paper. It was about one of his stories, or so we thought. There was a problem nobody could remember, and there was a catch. It was worth half our grades. My soul left my body, and that classroom turned into a crime scene. Chaos, panic, wide eyes, silent screams. We didn't know what to do. Now, technically, we were allowed to use our phones for certain parts of the test, and we thought we were too clever that we could outsmart our teacher, so we cheated. Oh, how we cheated. That room, the sound was deafening. It was like a typing contest in a thunderstorm. All you could hear was the tap, tap, tap of fingers racing across screens. It was like everybody was typing as if their lives depended on it. I did the same thing. I schemed, I stitched together fragments of a story. I created something that looked good, that looked smart, original. When I finished my answer, I felt happy. I thought I had won, but I was wrong. The next day, when we saw our teacher, something felt off. There was no smile, no jokes, just silence and disappointment. And then he dropped the bomb. He told us, that question worth half your grade? I never told that story, not even once. We had been played and we had been caught. So we were there, sweaty, scared, ashamed, embarrassed, but we didn't confess. I guess our egos were just bigger than our brains, and we felt guilty, but our pride was just louder than our guilt. Our teacher gave us one last time to confess. He told us that everybody had failed, that only one person had passed. And one by one, we were called into his office. When my turn came, I braced myself for impact. I was expecting to be scolded. But instead, he congratulated me. He told me I was the only one that had passed, that my story was too good to be copy-pasted. And then he looked at me, like peering through my soul, and I was there thinking. On one shoulder, the angel said, tell the truth, be honest. On the other shoulder, the devil said, don't say anything, don't admit anything, don't be dumb twice. And guess who I listened to? Yeah, I didn't say anything, I know, shame on me. But I was young. And my teacher believed me. He even gave me power. He will let me choose the punishment for my classmates for the rest of the class. My classmates were probably expecting mercy from me. I was one of them after all. But at that age, power corrupts your soul, and I went for ruthlessness. I made them copy 30 pages with the phrase, I must not cheat. Page after page, line after line. They hated me after that. I totally deserve it. But they would have done something worse, probably. Anyways, I did learn a lesson from that. Late, but loud. And here's a lesson I learned. Always be honest. Dishonesty is like fast food. It's delicious, tasteful, it makes you feel good until it doesn't. But honesty is like the home-cooked meal. It takes more time, courage, it requires more effort, but it nourishes you and it sticks with you. And most important, it doesn't give you a heartburn after all. And also, remember, if a test looks too good to be true, it probably is. Thank you.